So why the name Second Orbit? Like, what is the objective behind it?
The objective was, it was kind of a tribute to our first Indian astronaut, Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, who flew in 1984 to space on Salute 7 station. So the intent was, that was the first orbit, and it took us 41 years to reach space again as a part of the second orbit. And so that is why the name came, as kind of a tribute to that first mission.
Sir, any story that you haven't spoken out publicly which you've mentioned in the book?
A lot of them,
Can you
hardly have any time, when you are interacting with kids and going and talking about, it is a very limited time. So you cannot really share the details of how things happen, and also my personal journey, of how I went from a classroom to space. All these things, it is hardly any time to talk about. So I have described all of that in detail in the book, and I hope the readers enjoy it.
Right, sir. So one specific moment, if you can describe while you were in the International Space Station, how did you feel? Like one specific moment which you would be proud of and which the entire world or the country should be proud of?
Now, I think, yes, there was a moment, the day I was supposed to interact with the Honorable PM from space.
Right.
That was the day, you change and I was going to interact, and then you see the Indian flag on the International Space Station for the first time ever. And then, Hindi was being used on the International Space Station for the first time. So I think, that was a moment which really has left a lasting impression on me, and I carry that as a very fond memory. And it was something that I was very, very proud of, and I think every citizen was also very proud of.
Right, sir. So any scientific experiments which you believe will have the biggest impact on India?
Yes, we did a lot of scientific experiments while I was up there. 7 different experiments from India flew to space, and I conducted them on the behalf of the Indian researchers. And all of them were designed with the aim in mind that we want to conduct our own human space missions in the future.
Right.
That was the intent behind all those experiments. And they were from different fields, but all of them were serving this common purpose.
So as you mentioned human space, sir, one question, like where do you see India in the respect to human space exploration over the next decade?
I think a lot of exciting things are going to happen in India in the next decade. We already have our plans through missions like Mission Gaganyaan, Bharatiya Antariksh Station, and eventually landing on the moon. And next decade is going to be something that is going to be very exciting in terms of opportunities for kids, and also in terms of what we are going to accomplish. We will see, Indians traveling to space from India in our own launch vehicle, and then eventually moving on to the, construction of the space station. These are the projects that are lined up for next decade, and I'm very, very excited for.
Yes, sir. Sir, another question. Sir. Hyderabad is a city known for aerospace and its defense, sir. So why did you choose to launch your book in Hyderabad? Like, what is your point of view with regards to Hyderabad defense and aerospace?
No, I am trying to do it in as many cities as possible, to reach out every corner of the country. And Hyderabad is one of the places which is known for its aerospace and defense ecosystem that it is nurturing right now. And interestingly, my flying career also started in Hyderabad, because Indian Air Force has its Air Force Academy in Dundigal. It's just on the outskirts of Hyderabad. So I have been here. I started my journey from here. It felt complete to come back here and close it with launching of the book.
So what's next, sir? Any research or mission which you would like to share?
A lot of things are happening, and I'm sure that we'll keep sharing it and from time to time. But the first and foremost and the most primary objective that we have is the Mission Gaganyaan, which we are all working towards.
You spoke to a lot of children outside. So what message do you want to give to the young ones?
Children are very smart and very, very intelligent, with the current generation that I'm interacting with. I think the challenge for them is to find the things to focus on, because there is a lot of distraction as well. So that is one thing that I would tell them, to understand what are important things in life that they would like to focus on. If they get to that, I think they will do really wonders in those fields. And the second thing, develop the ability of not giving up on things, working on something for a long period of time. That is the time that they will see results. So that ability that they should nurture.
Thank you so much for interacting with us, sir.
Thank you.